Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us yet again. If you're a first-time joiner, then lovely to see you. I'm Simon Eddles. I'm your sort of host and moderator here at Travel Bulletin. It's a real pleasure to welcome you once more to our latest virtual training event. We're delighted to be joined by three amazing suppliers today. So let me introduce them if I can do one by one. So please join us on site, please. This is Lauren Mack, the Business Development Manager for AMResorts. Hello, Lauren.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing extremely well. I'm very cold, hence the jumper, but it's not warm down here. Is it warm with you, Lauren? I don't suppose it is.
It's absolutely boiling. Yeah, I just tore myself away from my nice dip in the sea with my margarita, but yeah, I thought I'd tear myself away.
I have to say, your hair looks wonderful for someone who's just dipped in the sea. You've done extremely well there.
It's the heat.
Is the heat dried it out fast? Well, that's good to see. Also, I'd like to give everyone a big welcome to Penny, the Regional Sales Manager for Domes Resorts. Hello, Penny.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. It also looks remarkably nice where you are as well, Penny.
Yes, very warm and very sunny here as well. I was just also finishing my margarita on my veranda there.
Everyone is. There's me. I've got a glass of orange squash here, which you can't see. But anyway, my margarita is not a margarita. But anyway, I'm glad you two are enjoying it. And finally, please let's say hello to Celine from SK Hospitality, who's representing 3 resorts in Greece. Hello, Celine. Celine, you are muted, so I can't hear you.
Sorry.
That's better. Very good to see you. Again, it looks you are actually in a foreign place, aren't you? You're not here in London and pretending to be somewhere.
I'm in Greece. I'm in Greece.
But I spoke to you this morning, didn't I? And it was still, you said, only about 14 degrees where you were.
Yeah, only 14 degrees.
So it's still better than what it feels like about 4 here. Anyway, I'm gonna run through with everyone what we're gonna do. So the plan for today is that each of you guys is going to deliver a 10-minute presentation, training session, and each one will be followed by the other, if that makes any sense. If as agents you have any questions during the training sessions, please use the Q&A facility during the training presentations and indicate which supplier your question is for. We're going to have a live Q&A session at the end of the webinar, and I'll try and get through as many questions as I can with the suppliers. So please put your questions on there. Obviously, a lot of you have got clients who will want to go away. Some of them will want to go away as soon as they can. So think of the questions that are going to help them. Whether it be because they've got any special sort of need or requirement, but more importantly, if there's things that you can see from the presentations that might suit them, and you can ask any particular question that might sort of help you get that sale. We've got some amazing prizes up for grabs today as well. We've got a £20 Amazon voucher, which will be won instantly after each presentation. All you're going to have to do is answer a simple question relating to the presentation. So please listen carefully as we go through, and we're going to be asking for your answers on the chat function. So remember, it's questions for the Q&A on the Q&A function, and answers to our wonderful quiz questions on the chat function. And we will announce those winners live. Just in case anyone wants to message me privately, it's not me that chooses the winners. It's one of my colleagues who chooses the winners. And she, sorry, I've given away her gender, will be choosing those winners and telling me. So I've no influence. So all of those who I phoned this morning from my private mobile number, don't message me because it's nothing to do with me. Anyway, so we'll be giving away some wonderful other prizes later on as well. And they are towards the end of the webinar. We've got today's prizes include a 5-night stay at the new AMResorts Secrets Playa del Carmen, which sounds wonderful. We've got a 3-night stay in one of the Hanya Domes resorts, and a 2-night stay on a half-board basis at Porto Carras. including a wine tasting session for 2 people. That sounds good. So let's crack on and get started with the session. What's our first training session, which is going to be delivered by Lauren, who's going to tell you all about what's going on and what's new at AMResorts.
Hello everyone, it's Lauren here, AMResorts Business Development Manager for the UK and Ireland. There are my contact details on the slide now. If you need to get in touch with me or you need any recommendations for hotels, etc., please don't hesitate to get in touch. So AMResorts, we have a fabulous portfolio of properties. It's ever expanding. So we have several brands within our collection, and there's really something to suit every kind of client. Location-wise, our properties are located in Mexico along the Caribbean side, as well as the Pacific side of Mexico, and then elsewhere in the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, and now in Europe too. In terms of AMResorts and what sets us apart, we are all-inclusive. We offer gourmet a la carte dining for our guests, and they never need to make any reservations. We don't have any wristbands. We have our properties all located on beautiful beachfront settings, and we offer 24-hour room service in addition to endless dining options. Of course, we're all inclusive, so we have unlimited domestic premium international brands. We offer kids clubs and teens clubs across the family-friendly collection, again included within the all-inclusive. We have live evening entertainment, beautiful spas. And this is a handy visual guide with regards to where our brands sit in terms of price. So you'll see at the top there, we've got Zoetry. That is the real boutique creme de la creme of the collection, real focus on wellness and relaxation here. Underneath that, we've got Secrets and Breathless. These are very different. Secrets is great for couples, great for groups of friends, adults only properties, and Breathless, again, adults only, but catered towards people who want to have more of a sociable experience. So I would best describe it as Miami meets Ibiza. Underneath that, we've got Dreams and Now, and these are our family-friendly brands. And at the bottom there, we've got Sunscape and Allure. So Sunscape and Allure are both 4-star brands. Sunscape is for long haul collection, and Allure is within our short haul collection. You'll see at the top of the slide there, we have Sip, Savour and See. So we offer a dine around option, and that's the name of our dine around option, Sip, Savour and See. So clients that are staying at Zoetry, for example, could dine at any of the brands that sit underneath them in that pyramid. If they were staying at Dreams, they'd be able to dine at Sunscape properties, but they wouldn't be able to dine at Zoetry or Secrets or Breathless. Our family-friendly brands. So I mentioned Sunscape. So this is our 4-star collection of properties, long haul. I would definitely recommend checking out Sunscape Acamel Beach, which is our Sunscape property in Mexico. It's really stunning. They had a renovation a couple of years ago, and it's got great kids facilities. We have our Now collection of resorts, which, as I mentioned before, is family friendly. In particular, this brand is great for teens and great for multi-generational families. Our Dreams brand is one that you've probably heard of. This is very similar to Now, again, family friendly, but I would say there are more adults only areas within these properties. So we describe this as great for couples and couples with children, rather than being all about the kids. Our luxurious adults only brands, first up is Secrets, as I mentioned earlier. Secrets is great for couples, great for honeymooners, but it's got a bit more going on than, for example, Zoetry. There's a bit more entertainment going on of an evening. Breathless, I mentioned earlier, think DJ hosted parties, think pool parties, think Ibiza kind of vibe. That's the vibe you'll get at Breathless. So really great for people who are celebrating maybe a big birthday or a hen do or a stag do. Zoetry, the real creme de la creme. So this was at the top of that pyramid. This is the ultra luxurious brand that we have within the collection. These properties offer endless privileges as the all-inclusive. So it's that really step up in terms of what they offer the guests. Guests have their own butler. We can offer 24-hour in-room dining. We have additional experience available, such as horseback riding on the beach, or a catamaran sail with wine. It's definitely one for those who are wanting to really unwind and splash out on a luxurious trip. So we're here today to talk about Secrets Playa del Carmen. So that was a quick recap of our brands, but moving on, I wanted to introduce you to our new property in Mexico. So this Playa del Carmen is kind of between Cancun on the way down to Tulum. So it's on a beautiful, beautiful stretch of beach. and this is how it's going to look. So please bear in mind, these are all renderings because of course we don't have any imagery just yet. This is a property that is being built from scratch. I saw the progress on a video just the other day and it is looking absolutely fantastic. It's going to be quite a large property, nearly 700 suites here. The fun thing about this property is it's going to be the first property within the Secrets collection to have an impression club. An impression club is something that we offer at our Zoetry properties, and it's that real kind of house feeling that you get. So think butlers, think that kind of thing. It's kind of a real step up from the all-inclusive that we offer at the rest of our Secrets properties. Great for golf, this property. Very, very famous golf courses nearby, 2 of which are very famous and they're super close by. So we're going to have, of course, it's going to be all inclusive, but we will have various different room categories available here, right from a junior suite up to the Impression Club. So the Impression Club, if you remember, was that highest option that we have. So the Impression Club offers guests a high level of luxury, and of course, those guests will have access to all of the other areas within the resort. So this is a little breakdown with regards to how it's going to be different to the Preferred Club. So Preferred Club is something that we offer at all of our properties, and it's essentially like a VIP option. So clients can upgrade to Preferred Club rooms. They get the best rooms with upgraded amenities and access to Preferred Club areas within the resort, for example, a pool or a Preferred Club lounge. So the Impression Club is going to be that step up that we're offering here at Secrets. So this is a little breakdown of the key differences. So of course, the Impression Club guests will have everything that the Preferred Club guests have access to, but in addition they have their own kind of area within the top floors, so they have the best views within the property, and they have access to private areas within the property as well, such as the rooftop pool, the signature restaurant, etc. In terms of dining, this property is going to have 10 dining options, including 8 a la carte. Remember, reservations are never required at any of our properties. Of course, in the world we live in now, we have plenty of dining options for guests with special dietary requirements. And I just mentioned that signature restaurant, which is going to be exclusive to Preferred Club and Impression Club guests. There are lots of facilities in the property, including 7 pools. So 4 cenotes. Cenotes are the natural water springs that you find in Mexico. So they are including man-made cenotes in this property. So it's going to look amazing. Lots of activities for people to do, both land-based and water-based. Of course, in Mexico, it's great for snorkeling, great for scuba diving, kayaking, etc. And they'll always have an itinerary of things that are going on during the day if clients want to take part in anything like dance lessons. We have beautiful spas, as I mentioned at the beginning, at all of our properties, and this property is no different. We have a gorgeous spa, and our spa is always by Pavonia. We have a brilliant hydrotherapy circuit, which is going to be included here. Of course, if they wish to take treatments, then that will be an additional cost. We do weddings and honeymoons very, very well, even if we do say so ourselves. So at this property, we have 6 different wedding location options. So please don't think that your clients only have the option of going away and having a wedding on the beach. We have loads of different options available across the whole collection. So here, for example, we have a wedding rooftop gazebo and a seaside terrace. We offer different types of weddings. So we can offer a symbolic wedding ceremony or a legal wedding ceremony. We also offer a complimentary wedding package, and that's when you book the required room. And this property, it is a Preferred Club Junior Suite, so you will receive a complimentary wedding package if your clients are booking that required room for 7 nights or more. That's if they're really wanting a kind of simple ceremony for 2. And a complimentary honeymoon package as well. So again, this is when the required room category is booked, but some additional things that your guests will receive are a private beachfront dinner and tension release massage, as well as some other bits and pieces like wine in the room and fruit, etc. So it's definitely worth doing if your clients are looking to upgrade to Preferred Club anyway, or it could be that little nudge that they need to encourage them to upgrade to Preferred Club. We offer our Groups Plus promotion for groups and weddings. So this essentially is a free room and free room upgrade offering. And of course, I have to mention COVID. So we are still in the midst of coronavirus, of course. Hopefully we'll be able to travel very soon. But I want to just tell you a little bit about our Clean Complete Plus verification. So Clean Complete Plus is something that we offer on property for all of our guests, UK guests as well, whereby they receive free antigen testing on property. So when they check in, they will organise it with their front desk, and then in case they test positive for any reason, we are providing 14-night accommodation free of charge to quarantine. So there's really no risk involved for the clients. We're making it as easy as possible. If you need any more information, please head to our media download site. This is where you can find detailed product guides, imagery, resort contacts. If you have any time before kind of things hopefully pick up again for travel, please complete our Master Agent course, and this will give you access to great agent rates. And keep up to date with us on social media. We're on Instagram and Facebook, and we're updating that very regularly. Thanks so much. I hope that was useful. Hello.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for that, Lauren. It's now time for our first prize to give away, which is going to be a £20 Amazon voucher. And I've got a question for you. So I need everyone to use the chat function. So use your chat function for this. Answer this question, as it's not speed-based, but obviously we want them all as soon as you can. So the winner will be selected from amongst the right answers, which my colleague, not to be named, will be selecting. So here is the question. What is the name of the AMResorts newest property in Mexico? What is AMResorts newest property in Mexico called? Okay, on the chat function, please use the chat function. Okay. Are they coming in? They appear to be coming in. Well, one of my colleagues is going to be, you see, it's more than one word. I knew that would have you in trouble. Well, there's over 30 of them now. They seem to be mostly right. And people are, yeah, that's always good. One of my colleagues is going to message me, which is they're exciting. Here we go. The winner it's Tiffany Hicks. Well done, Tiffany. Tiffany, you are a winner, and you will receive your £20 Amazon voucher by close of play tomorrow. So congratulations to Tiffany. Okay, it's now time for our second presentation, and this is going to be brought to you by Penny from Domes Resorts. Remember, listen all the way through. We'll have another prize at the end of this one. Go for it, Penny.
Hello, and welcome to the Domes Resorts webinar. Domes Resorts is known to be the fastest growing portfolio in the Mediterranean, as we have at least one new opening every year. All of our resorts are 5-star, beachfront, and in amazing locations, as well as part of Marriott's collection. Domes Resorts is passionate for innovation and to make our guests feel very special at all times. We're more than just a beautiful resort with a nice accommodation. It's all about the full experience with us, which is why we have created a few signature concepts. Many of these you can see on my screen, but I'd say the most important ones would be the signature experiences. They involve spa, the destination discovery, exploring the culture, and a gastronomic journey. We also have the global philosophy that can be found in all of these, and it's basically taking traditional elements and mixing them with more international concepts. We have this amazing concept for all of our hotels for the VIPs. It's the Haute Living Selection, a hotel within the hotel concept attached to the highest accommodations of every hotel and bringing a set of extra luxurious amenities along. My favorites are the 24/7 concierge service, 24/7 access to the Haute Living Lounge that has traditional delicacies, snacks, and refreshments throughout the day, and a complimentary upgrade to half-board dine-around. So let's get started with our hotels individually. We're going to start with Domes of Elunda, part of the Autograph collection, and one of the most iconic hotels in Greece. You can see straight away that its location is very unique. We are right across the UNESCO protected islet of Spinalonga, and that gives us for direct access to a private and the only natural sandy beach. We are always redefining the concept of Greek hospitality. We have been multiple times awarded for our design and architecture, as well as our services and experiences. The hotel is only suites and villas, and we've won actually the Greece's leading luxury all-suite hotel. We've renovated this year all of our suites and the majority of the hotel, really. We have many F&B options and the core, which is this large open-air space with pop-up stores and large strolling areas. A family resort with amazing experiences. My favorite would be the Spinalonga guided tour and some of the festivals of the core. For our water element, you will see that we have 3 outdoor pools, an internal pool, our fully serviced beach that also has a pier of its own. For our F&B, 4 restaurants, 4 bars, many experiences, workshops, and wine tasting evenings, and the core, the pop-up boutiques, and the gourmet street-style food trucks. For this season, we have given everyone a complimentary upgrade to half-board, and guests can upgrade to full board at an extra cost. This is the core I was telling you about, this open-air space that has been also multiple times awarded. Different elements from fashion, culture, wellness, art, gastronomy, of course, and many more. This is where we do lots of festivals throughout the summer, and it's very international. No night is the same. For our kids club, we have Crest Kids and Teenagers Zone here and babysitting available. And these are some of our suites. You will see that they're all quite spacious, actually some of the most spacious rooms in the Crete area of hotels, and they're all renovated. We also have some higher accommodations as well that belong to the Haute Living room, and all of them will have either an outdoor pool or a heated jacuzzi and a quite spacious veranda. Now let's go to Chania, to Domes Zin in particular in Chania, the luxury collection here, and a very, very unique resort, very bohemian, one of a kind really, and quite relaxing resort. We're going for more of a slow living luxury here. Very earthy tones throughout, laid back luxury, surrounded by the F-Zin concept, which means the art of living well. It's designed to cater to the needs of a 21st century family, and we've won the best resort of the year for 2021. Tailor-made kids concept and lots of experiences here having to do with gastronomy, of course, destination discovery, and with the cultural elements and occupations. For our water element, we have our focal point of the resort, which is the swimming pool here, and the Pebbly Beach right in front of us as well. For F&B, we have 2 restaurants here. The chefs are known to be very creative in bringing us very, very delicious dishes. And we have a default board basis here of breakfast, and guests can upgrade to half board. Tailor-made kids concept. We have very unique classes here, like kids calisthenics, cooking classes from MasterChef Junior, sleepovers in this bedroom-inspired teepee, and 2 pools just for the kids. The accommodations are, again, really earthy, very comfortable rooms, but still very luxurious. They differentiate from bungalows, suites, and villas. And we also have up to a villa that can fit up to 6 people. All of them will have an outdoor space, either a veranda or a veranda and a pool. Now let's go to Domes Narus Chania, part of the Autograph collection of Marriott, and another really amazing hotel. It is adults only this time, beachfront resort, the most luxurious adults only hotel in Crete, fine dining, gin and champagne bar, so more of a cosmopolitan luxury here. The hotel is known to be the new Mykonos, or an alternative to Ibiza and Dubai, because we bring guest DJs, we have live performances, very wellness oriented, extreme sports, some non so extreme like luxury boat trips to relax and enjoy the area of Chania. So really not a place to be missed, especially one of the culinary theme nights that we have. The water element is amazing here. We have 2 swimming pools outdoors and the internal pool at the spa. And of course, the amazing golden sandy beach that you can see we have direct access to. The pools here are heated during low season as well. For our F&B, we have our signature restaurant, Topos Bar, and evening sushi bar, and 3 bars. So you can see it's a bit more adults oriented. We have the breakfast as default, and guests can upgrade to half board. And this is the accommodation. So you see again, very vibrant colors, a sexy design and lifestyle hotel. And all of them will have an outdoor space, a veranda, and either a swim-up pool, a jacuzzi, or both. They will also have a wellness zone where guests can use fitness equipment and Vitality minibars. Now let's hop onto a plane and go all the way to Corfu, and in particular to Domes Miramare, part of a luxury collection of Marriott. A very, very unique resort, very VIP, and probably the most legendary one in Greece, as it used to belong to the Onassis family. It's definitely, though, the most luxurious one in Corfu, as it is full of very VIP concepts. It has direct access to a natural and private shallow beach. It is located in an olive grove of 4 centuries, and you can see we've maintained that. And this makes for most of our experiences that we have there also VIP. We have our own yacht, the Miramaretta, art gallery, Asulin corner with basically like a library. Lots of different signature experiences here as well. Too many to start explaining right now. But yeah, it's a very unique hotel here. This is actually half beachfront, half waterfront. Here you see the beachfront part on the top, and on the bottom, the waterfront side further down. You will see we have 3 pools in total, 3 piers, and a private beach. For our F&B, we have the Mediterranean restaurant, an Asian fusion sushi bar restaurant, and the Macris degustation place where guests can also do different tastings, but also purchase any products they like. For our accommodation, you can see very clean and elegant rooms and the decoration. Many of our rooms, especially on the Out Living Selection side, the pavilions, will have direct access to the water. So you can see from the rooms, the private deck, for example, straight into the water. So a very unique hotel. And last but definitely not least, our newest hotel, very exciting project, Domes of Corfu. You can see throughout many different elements from both Domes Zin and Domes of Elunda. And imagine that here we've incorporated almost the best concepts that you saw in all of our previous hotels, incorporated here. It's a family resort and very luxurious in one of the best locations of Corfu. In particular, it's in Glyfada, which is voted the best beach in Corfu and the widest, and it's surrounded by a lavish forest. So all you can see as you approach is the green of the forest and the blue of the beach. So it's just truly amazing. It's fully renovated, due to open in June, July 2021, and we're going again for elevated luxury. The experiences here, as I said, we will be incorporating almost all of the signature concepts you've seen so far. We're recreating the core, and we're also adding an activity park. For our water element, we have 3 pools and the golden sandy beach that I was telling you about earlier. For our F&B, we have 3 restaurants, 4 bars, and the gourmet style, where it is the core, the spianata called here. Many different tastings as well. Here we're giving everyone a complimentary upgrade to half board, and guests can upgrade to full board if they wish. Just a quick note that here we have many discounts and offers valid until end of May. We also have lots of stop sales already, so because it has been quite popular, so make sure you don't miss out. This is the core that I was telling you about, recreated here. We're calling it Spianata, again, a more bohemian approach. The kids club, similar to Domes Zin, Crescent Kids, and the accommodation. So earthy, relaxing, very modern tones, open plan rooms. Some will be a swim-up suite, some will have a private patio. Overall, it's securing a value for money here, and also using sustainable natural materials. That is all for me. Thank you very much. Please make sure you take note of my contact details and get in touch if you have any more questions, and also make a note of our incentives program by following this link. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you ever so much for that, Penny. That was fantastic. We now know an awful lot more about the amazing hotels that you have in your collection. the one thing that stuck out for me there was you saying that some of them are on stop sale. So obviously that's a good sign in one way. It means that some people are obviously out there booking, which is a good sign for the future. Now, time for our second spot prize. So remember, use the chat function. Get ready. It isn't a speed thing, but don't scare me like last time and no one start writing. Maybe it's because it was more than one word. Maybe that's what threw me. Anyway, so time for the second spot prize. Remember, chat function for this. And the question is, this is a slightly trickier one. Spelling is not key, okay? We will accept sort of any best effort phonetically. What UNESCO site is opposite the domes of Elunda? What's the name of the UNESCO World Heritage Site that is opposite the domes of Elunda? So, okay, we've got lots of them coming in. They're coming in thick and fast, which is really good. And yeah, so one of my colleagues is going to be texting me any second, at which point I'm looking at my phone thinking that needs to come in now. Right, do we have a winner? We do have a winner, and the winner is, it's Louise Walker. Well done, Louise. So your prize, Louise, is going to be winging its way to you tomorrow. So that's a £20 Amazon voucher to Louise Walker. I was talking to one agent this morning who was looking forward to the opportunity of winning an Amazon voucher, as they had already had a problem with their microwave this morning, and they thought that might be a solution. Anyway, you've not won yet, so there's always the third one. So keep watching. It's now time for our third presentation. So please join Celine and SK Hospitality and learn about their 3 properties today.
Hello. Well, it's very nice to be with you today. Let me present live here. I hope you can all see my screen. So SK Hospitality represents a few properties in Greece. I will present two properties in Chalkidiki and one property in Corfu, the Rodostamo. So let's start with Porto Carras Grand Resort, which is located in Chalkidiki, about 1.5 hours transfer from Thessaloniki Airport. We are quite lucky because the flight access to Thessaloniki remains very strong, both from charter flights as well as low-cost airlines. So the concept of Porto Carras is definitely a real resort concept with many facilities, 2 hotels, private villa complex, a marina, an 18-hole golf course, a casino, a VIP casino located in Meliton Hotel, a spa center, as well as a thalassotherapy center, and plenty of sports facilities such as horse riding, tennis, golf, as I said, nautical club. And we have our own domain within Porto Carras, the largest organic vineyard actually in Europe. Let me show you a quick video for you to understand the size and the whole concept of the resort. continue the presentation, just for me to go into some more details. As I said, the beach is definitely a unique selling point for Porto Carras. Sporting activities and walking. Within the resort, we have 28 kilometers of trekking or bicycle routes, as you can see here, with different levels. Walking distance from Porto Carras Meliton 5-star hotel, we have the 18-hole golf course. Let's go into more details about the hotels. Porto Carras Meliton, which is a 5-star half board or premium all-inclusive at the supplement, and just behind this is Sonia Hotel. You can see the very short distance to Marmaras, the nearest village, which is accessible by a small kayak that leaves every hour from the marina and takes clients for shopping or just strolling in the nearby village. So I will concentrate on Meliton 5-star hotel, which is the hotel that will open this year in the resort. So 480 rooms, out of it 320 standard rooms. These are the captain suites, and this is the most simple room type you can find at the resort. They're double sea view or marina view. 4 restaurants and 3 bars. As I said, the basic boarding is half board, but there is a possibility for your clients to stay on premium all-inclusive supplements, which offers 3 restaurants, 4 bars. I will send you the premium all-inclusive details in an email. Let me show you the villa, one of the villas of Porto Carras, 5-bedroom villas that can accommodate up to 12 adults and 2 kids. So it's 5-bedroom and 6 bathroom. It has the complete privacy, offers complete privacy with the full resort service. So more pictures here of the casino, the marina, and golf and winery. So let's jump to Kassandra Palace. Kassandra Palace is also located in Halkidiki, about 15 minutes transfer from the airport of Thessaloniki. The concept is family oriented. It's also a 5-star property that offers 2 restaurants. Actually, a new restaurant will open this summer. The Kassandra Palace has been in total renovation since 2 years ago. Amazing value for money. I'll show you here some aerial pictures where you can get a better idea. So as I said, this is the first peninsula of Halkidiki. Here is the pool, the new pool bar, renovated spa area as well. Some very relaxing hammock area, the Greek restaurants. I do not want to go into too much details about the room types. I will send you all the details and occupancies in a separate email. We've got amazing large family rooms with separate area for parents, garden access family suites. Here is the most simple room type. And again, I will show you some areas here. So half board is the basic boarding here at Kassandra Palace. Possibility to book on a BB basis as well. The location is really great. It offers very shallow waters. It's ideal for the family. We've got playground on the beach, mini disco every day, kids movie, everything to please kids. And when it comes to sport, again, tennis, wellness, yoga. We even have a electrical bicycle station just outside of the hotel. And that's the main restaurant again, offering buffet for breakfast and dinner. So that was for Kassandra Palace. Let's now jump to Corfu. So Rodostamo Hotel in Corfu is located about 10-15 minutes from the airport and 10 minutes away from Corfu town. It's in the most posh area of Corfu. It's an adult-friendly concept. meaning that we accommodate guests from 12 years and above. It's a boutique. It's 101 units with half of the hotel located on the hill, with 5 villas with private pools, bungalows with jacuzzi, and suites with private heated pools. Let me show you here some pictures of the hotel. Just on comment, this is Comeno Bay. It has an Olympic-sized pool. So as I said, this is pretty new property. It opened for the first time in summer 2018. It has amazing services. Very good reviews you can find very good reviews on services on TripAdvisor, Jet2, TUI, or BA. Here is the reception area, the entrance area. Here is just at the back, you can see the bungalows with jacuzzi and the villas with private pools, which have an amazing view on the Guvia Marina. Here are the villas with private pool that can accommodate up to 5 people. I will send you as well for Rodostamo the full sales manuals with floor plans and occupancies. Here are the new suites with pools, premium bungalow with jacuzzi that can accommodate up to 4 adults. Amazing views on Guvia area. And here are the villas I was telling you about. We also offer wedding packages at Rodostamo, since it's located just in front of the famous Ipapante church. So we offer symbolic wedding packages and all kind of wedding packages according to your client's needs. So that was it for me. Yeah.
Wonderful, Celine. Thank you very much. Did you think I wasn't going to appear then?
Yeah, I was wondering where you were.
Okay, well, I'm back with you now. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've just to sort of highlight what we've run through there. We've gone through 3 different sort of properties that Celine's run us through, and we're now going to come up with a question for you all to answer on the chat function. So I need you all sort of fingers at the ready on your screens, and the answers will be flooding in. And in the question is via the chat function. Here we go. £20 Amazon voucher. Please tell me yes or no, is the vineyard in the Porto Carras resort organic? Please tell me yes or no, is the vineyard in the Porto Carras resort organic? So we want those flooding in on the chat function, which they are. I can see them tearing in terms of numbers, which is great. So I've just got to take a look at my message that hopefully going to be winging its way to me, and it's here already. And we have a winner. It's Amanda Crew. Well done, Amanda. Fantastic. Well done, you. Another £20 Amazon voucher winging its way out to someone by close of play tomorrow. Okay, so I now want to sort of welcome everyone back. So it's now time for our Q&A session. So let's welcome back our supplier partners. And so let's say hello again to Penny, to Lauren, and to Celine. Right, hello everyone. Everyone looks very much warmer than I am as well. Come on, Celine, you need to come back on screen now.
Yeah, I'm trying to, but that's it.
I do love the odd technical difficulty. Everyone likes that. Right. Okay, we have had lots of questions coming in. Some of them are relevant to all of you, but I'm going to fire around a little bit to start off with. So for you, Lauren, I've got Jane asks, how do I pitch a sort of breathless in terms of a brand? Is it a bit like the old hedonism brand? I mean, if that's a brand that you remember or whatever. No?
Yeah, no, it's not. It's honestly kind of I mean, I'll be honest, before I went to Breathless, I was very much, I didn't think it would be for me. But you go there and it's very high end. It's not, don't think Magaluf, I don't think any nakedness goes on. It's not that kind of vibe at all. think pool parties. It does feel a bit like Vegas kind of pool parties. That's how
Okay.
I describe it. But nothing drops. The service doesn't drop. The accommodation standard, the dining, all of that kind of stuff. It's still very, very high.
What you're saying is there's no foam.
There is no foam. Actually, there used to be foam, but there will be no foam. I don't think.
Absolutely. Okay. On a more sort of serious note, I've got Gemma asks, do you or are you going to be offering weddings at the European resorts?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can check out our media download site for details of that. We have product guides on there. To be honest, some of the European properties work a little bit differently, so the packages may not be exactly the same as they are for long haul, but we absolutely offer weddings for the European properties. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Right, I'm going to move on to Penny. I'm going to ask you as well, if I can, Penny. Gail asks, in terms of the rooms, I know you've got a number of different properties, and I don't want you to have to run through what is appropriate for which one and take up too much time. But in general terms, do you offer interconnecting rooms, or can people get 2-bedroom suites for families?
Yes and yes.
So that made it nice and quick. Great.
In the majority of the hotels, yes. I'd say if you are looking for more space or you have a big group of people, your best bet is with Domes of Elunda. But all of them do offer something similar to that.
Okay, and one other thing while I'm with you on that, I've got another agent has asked me which sort of resort would you best recommend for families with older children. And what I mean is young adults, I think, realistically, i.e. near to nightlife or whatever.
I think probably Domes of Elunda if you have children over 12 years old, just because we also have a teenagers club. But for the first time, actually, this summer, we will be also creating not a teens club, but a teens activities for above 12 until 16 on all of our hotels that are family. So Domes Zin and Domes of Corfu. But if you already want something that they can also stay and have their own space, Domes of Elunda.
Okay, thank you for that. Right, Celine, can I ask you, of the properties, I know this is probably not immediately obvious, but Elisa asks, of the properties that you've told us about, which one would you recommend for families rather than sort of couples?
Well, both Porto Carras and Kassandra Palace are ideal. I mean, Kassandra Palace has rooms, suites that can accommodate, Porto Carras, yes, up to 2 + 5 kids. So suites that are about 175 square meters. And when it comes to the mini club, the resort is ideal. Mini club, even for teenagers, teen club, all the sporting activities at Porto Carras are ideal for couples who have teenagers or small kids. Kassandra Palace is smaller, but it's still a large plot of land, amazing beach area. The mini club offers extensive hours from 10 until 1, 3 until 8, until 6, and also evening mini club. So both hotels are ideal for families, I would say.
Fantastic. I'd like you to all do this in turn if you can do, only because it's one of those questions that go through it quickly, but just cover, if you can, do the basics. I'll start with you, Lauren. In terms of COVID, what tests do you offer in resort, and is it something that people pay for separately?
So we've got our Clean Complete Plus verification, which is a free antigen test, which is offered for guests returning back home after their holiday. It's really
and that's offered in Europe as well, is it?
That's our long haul collection. That's not for the European collection. Okay. Currently, because we don't know what's happening at the moment with the European collection and the hotels have been closed, they haven't introduced it just yet, but watch this space because I'm sure they're going to be offering something similar. But at the moment for long haul, we're offering the free antigen testing before clients travel home and that free accommodation as well for 14 nights in case they test positive.
I think it's worth testing. Sorry, no, that sounds terrible. No, I don't mean that. Right. Okay. On to you, if I can, Penny. Tell me what's likely to be happening.
We do have a really strong protocol against COVID, and in accordance to all the health and safety regulations, we were actually one of the first hotels in Greece that introduced something like that in our own protocol. And it's actually on a 4-tier level in terms of in cooperation with the government, Marriott standards, and our own, and the medical university. So in the resort, we also offer PCR test when guests are ready to check out. This is actually something new that we're introducing this season. And I had another request from another agent earlier today, whether we can also have the antigen. So I'm waiting on that. But if you were to email me with more information, I can email you later. I should have the answer by tomorrow. Okay,
Celine, over to you.
Yeah, in all 3 hotels, we offer rapid test. Now for PCR test, we're still working on the protocols. It's still a bit unclear when it comes to the Greek government. But the protocols are very much in place in all 3 hotels. Everything is contactless. Everything is web check-in, and everything is in quick procedures and quick protocols.
Okay, I know everyone is waiting for the sort of government here to give us the green light in terms of what we're doing as well. So I know that it's not easy for everyone to put everything in place until that's sort of decided and everyone knows where we're going, especially if you've got a flight planned, Lauren. So that's obviously for you wonderful if you're able to get away, and any of the rest of us will be looking forward to it as well. Right, okay, back to the questions we have. Lauren, to you, I've got Mark Ashton asks, is there anything out of sort of the Northwest? Because he's got sort of clients who obviously want to go in terms of flights, and he seems to think, well, obviously he's saying that sort of TUI have it all pretty much tied up. Have you got any news of anything likely to happen in terms of any future flights that are likely to be happening?
Sadly, I don't have anything to share in terms of that, not from the north anyway. It's very, very frustrating for me as well. Trust me, it's kind of very London centric at the moment with regards to the flights into our destination. So into Cancun, yeah, we've got the TUI flight, and then we do have the BA flight from Gatwick. One good thing is that the flights do connect quite well, but I mean, I know it's not a direct flight, but hopefully someone will have to come in and pick up that flight route at some point, because, we know the demand is there for sure. So hopefully soon.
Okay, I've got one more on the back of that. I've got, I think about 6 agents have asked this particular one. So if you do know, then great. Have you got an opening date for Playa del Carmen? The Secret's Playa del Carmen.
I do. It's due for November. Hopefully it'll be on time, but as we know, sometimes these things are a little bit delayed. So yeah, it's due for November.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, back to you, Penny. Now, Kathleen, amongst others, has asked, in terms of the Hanya properties, is it are there sort of transfers easy? How far is it from the airport?
Yes, it's less than 20 minutes drive from the airport, and we do also offer transfers. So if you need to know exact rates, feel free to email me, and I will send you the rate spreadsheet that we have.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, to Celine, Matt has asked, can you get to Corfu town easily from the Rodostamo property?
Yes, it's only 10 minutes away from Porto town, and we organize bi-weekly shuttle, free of charge, from the hotel to the city center. So yeah, it's very close.
Okay, and that would be something where people would go into town for the day and then get picked up mid-afternoon or something, would they?
No, it's an afternoon shuttle. So we take clients about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Then they shopping and dining, and then we pick them at around 10:30 in the evening.
Okay. Again, I'm going back, back to you, Lauren. I don't ask you to be an expert on this, but this is a question that Alex asked. In terms of COVID, if you compare Mexico against other Latin American countries, it actually looks as though it's doing quite well. And these are all comparative terms, and I don't mean quite well in a bad way, but you know what I mean. What's the reporting that you've had?
I think, to be honest, the reporting from Mexico, I wouldn't be 100% confident that it's always entirely accurate. However, the levels are getting under control now. To be honest with you, if I was going to put money on any of our destinations initially being on the green list, I would probably put it on Jamaica or the Dominican Republic over Mexico. However, I don't think that Mexico will be on the red list. Obviously it's all very much up in the air, but yeah, Mexico is doing better than some of the other nearby countries that you're mentioning. Yeah, for sure. Okay,
that's great. I've got Dawn who's asked, Celine, at the Rodostamo Hotel, this is great. This is Ipapanti Church is behind. Can this church be used for weddings?
Yes, Ipapanti Church is just in front of the hotels, and you can use it for weddings. Yes, I will send you in my follow-up emails wedding packages. I mean,
okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, someone obviously knows their stuff, don't they, in terms of what sits where?
Yeah,
it's
a beautiful venue, and it's actually walking distance from the hotel. So it can be quite a graphic, a beautiful, combination.
I remember I think about sort of 8 or 9, so that is going back into sort of about 3 centuries ago now. So and I went to Corfu for the first time with my parents, and my father got very frustrated because he couldn't find out where we were anywhere, because obviously the sort of everything's in a different sort of alphabet. So he had no idea where we're going. So it's good to know everyone else knows where churches are, at least. I've got I've got Linda Buckingham asking. Now, I don't know who she's asking this for. Is anyone operating on a lower occupancy sort of level deliberately to allow for sort of COVID or social distancing or anything like that? If anyone wants to answer that, then come straight out.
We're going to talk over each other. Yeah, I think for our destinations, each of the government has restrictions in place. And for Mexico, I believe it's either 60 or 70%, and it's usually around about the same for our other resorts as well. So yes, there's basically a lot more space in resort. And what I've heard from testimonials of clients that have been into resorts since all of this happened is that they actually feel safer there than they do at their home, in their local Tesco, whatever. So yeah.
I should think the food's a bit nicer than the local Tesco as well. How about you, Penny?
Yeah, similar to us. We are waiting on the official announcements from the government, but we, at least last year, we did do that. But for example, Domes of Elunda, the way that we've built the hotel, it's quite spread around in general. And we reopened, let's say, 2 of our restaurants when it was time to do breakfast and dinner. So it was still feeling quite safe. And we also have the core, which is this open air space. So guests actually, we had to increase how often we operate that, because guests felt really safe, safer actually to go around, stroll within that space rather than the rest of Elunda. So yeah.
Celine, I know you've got 3 to cover there, but are they similar sort of scenario?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Kassandra Palace and Porto Carras are huge resorts, so there is plenty of space. I would say that, as Penny said, here in Greece we are waiting for the limits in terms of occupancy. But the protocols are so strict in place. I mean, we're not allowed to open the indoor pools. The spa regulation is very, very strict. When it comes to check-in, buffet, I mean, to help ourselves to the buffet, etc., etc. It's so strict that I agree with both Lauren and Penny. I think clients feel much more safe with the protocols that hotels are following rather than when they are at home. And then in Rodostamo, 60% of the accommodation has a private entrance. It's bungalow style, so it's again very, you know, plenty of space and privacy. So
I think what we're saying here, top and bottom, is that I know we want to encourage as many people back, and we all want back to full occupancy so that people can make money out of travel and people can enjoy their holidays in the way they're supposed to. But at the moment, there is a good opportunity for people to feel extremely safe and also to actually benefit in a way from having more space around them and being part of that. Okay, I think we're going to wrap up the Q&A there. I've got a few more that you will be passed on to you and you can answer separately. So we're now going to tell our agents who, very few of them obviously, but some of them have been waiting for the competition time. So we're going to sort of run on to that if we can do. And we will, as I say, pass on any other questions back to you so that you can answer them separately as well. So we have 3 partner prizes up for grabs. So agents, do get your pens and paper ready. You can enter the competition by submitting your answers via the Travel Bulletin website. It'll be on the usual link, which is travelbulletin.co.uk/webinar competition. The closing date is going to be 4 p.m. on Friday, which is the 9th of April. So you've got a little bit of time, and if you have missed one or sort of a bit of our presentations, then you can always re-look at those as well there. Our suppliers are each in turn now going to tell you what their prizes are and the questions to go with them. So first of all, Lauren, fire away.
Yes, so our prize today is a pretty good one, actually. It's a 5-night stay at that Secrets Playa del Carmen resort, which I highlighted in my presentation earlier. So it's a pretty amazing prize, all-inclusive basis, and you saw for yourself what amazing property that's going to be. So my question for you is, AMResorts offer a dine-around option whereby guests can try the restaurants of local nearby hotels within the same within the AMResorts collection. What is the name of our dine-around option?
Fantastic. Okay, so what's the dine-around option? Remember, go to the Travel Bulletin website to answer the questions. And please, for the second one, could I ask you, Penny, to detail your prize and tell us and ask us the question?
Yes, of course. So we have 3-night stay to one of the 2 resorts in Hanya, either the Doms Zin Hanya or the Doms Noruz Hanya. And the question is, what was the prize that Doms Zin won for this year?
Okay, so we've got that as your next question. And finally, to you, Celine, if we can ask you to detail your prize and ask us your question.
Okay, so the prize is 2-night stay on hardboard basis at Porto Carras Grand Resort, including a wine tasting session in the winery of the resort. Okay, and fantastic. The question is, it doesn't concern Porto Carras, it concerns another property. On which peninsula is Kassandra Palace located?
Okay, so that's on which peninsula of Halkidiki is the Kassandra Palace located? Okay, thank you very much, all of you, for your wonderful prizes and for running through those awesome presentations today. We're coming to the end of this Travel Bulletin webcast. If you do want to watch it again or get a recap on any of the information, it will be viewable tomorrow, not only via our website, but also on our YouTube and YouTube page and Facebook page as well. Thanks once again to our suppliers. Please give all the agents a big wave and say goodbye, and we'll hope to see you all again soon.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Have a margarita for you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, all agents. Thank you very much. We'll see you again soon.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.